Welcome to Ping 24 Updates, your daily dose of what's happening around the world. Subscribe my channel and press the bell icon for more updates. Tension hangs over the West Philippine Sea. The city awakens under a sky heavy with uncertainty as the world's attention turns once again to these contested waters. The early morning light reveals not just the beauty of the archipelago, but the simmering challenges that lie beyond the horizon. A foreign Coast Guard vessel, imposing and unyielding, veers toward a small Filipino fishing boat near Scarborough Shoal. The fishermen, seasoned by years of hardship, brace themselves for another encounter in these disputed waters, their livelihoods hanging in the balance. But this time, a new force stands watch. The Philippine Navy, once overlooked, now commands respect and attention. The BRP Andres Bonifacio, a modern Philippine Navy frigate, emerges from the mist like a guardian of the nation's sovereignty. Its sleek lines and advanced technology are a testament to a new era. Its presence alone sends a message, no words needed. The ship's silhouette on the horizon is a silent warning. The Philippines will not stand idly by. The foreign vessel slows, then retreats, its intentions checked by the unmistakable show of resolve. For the first time in years, the balance of power feels different. On the bridge, the captain and crew remain calm, their eyes trained on the horizon and their hands steady on the controls. This is the new Philippine Navy, disciplined, professional, and ready. No longer defined by rust and history, but by resolve and capability. The transformation is visible, a leap from the past into a future built on strength and innovation. Once a bystander in Southeast Asia's maritime disputes, the Philippines is now stepping forward, taking its place among the region's maritime powers. The nation's flag flies high on the open sea, a symbol of newfound confidence. For decades, Filipino sailors patrolled in outdated ships, their courage unmatched, but their tools lacking. They faced storms and standoffs with little more than determination and hope. The nation watched as its waters were challenged, and its fishermen harassed, powerless to do more than protest. Each incident was a reminder of the urgent need for change. But a quiet revolution is underway. In shipyards and training centers, the Philippine Navy is being reborn, step by step, vessel by vessel. The Armed Forces of the Philippines modernization program is transforming the military into a credible defender of national territory. New investments, new partnerships, and new ambitions are fueling this transformation. The centerpiece, a revitalized Philippine Navy, its fleet growing in both size and sophistication. The sight of modern warships lined up in port is a source of pride and reassurance. New ships with missiles and advanced sensors are arriving, equipped to face the challenges of modern maritime security. These vessels are not just symbols, they are tools of deterrence and defense. Submarine plans are taking shape, promising a future where the Philippine Navy can operate unseen beneath the waves, adding a new dimension to its capabilities. Sailors train on state-of-the-art simulators and join exercises with the world's top navies, learning new tactics and forging alliances that strengthen the nation's security. This is more than buying hardware. It's a shift in strategy, a commitment to defending the nation's interests with skill, technology, and international cooperation. The Philippines is signaling readiness to protect its home and contribute to regional stability. Every patrol, every exercise is a statement of intent. The silent rise of the Philippine Navy matters not just for Filipinos but for all who value peace in Southeast Asia. In these waters, a new chapter is being written, one of hope, strength, and a future where the Philippines stands tall among its neighbors. To truly grasp the scale of the transformation underway, we must first look back and remember the Navy that once was, a force shaped by history, circumstance, and resilience. Decades ago, the Philippine Navy was a symbol of hope and national pride, but it was also a navy built from hand-me-downs, ships transferred from other nations, some dating back to World War II. For years, these aging vessels were lovingly maintained by dedicated crews who worked tirelessly to keep them afloat. Yet, despite their best efforts, the fleet became a floating museum, outdated, underpowered, and ill-equipped for the challenges of a new era. These ships lacked the modern sensors, advanced weapons, and reliable radar systems that are now standard in navies around the world. This left vast gaps in maritime awareness, making it difficult to monitor the nation's waters or respond swiftly to threats. Patrolling contested waters in these ships was an act of courage, but it also highlighted the nation's vulnerability. Filipino sailors faced daunting odds, often outmatched by more modern and better-equipped foreign vessels. They could show the flag and assert the nation's presence, But when it came to deterring or defending against modern threats, their capabilities fell short. This left Filipino fishermen exposed, facing harassment and intimidation in their own waters, with little real protection from their navy. The Philippines was often forced into a reactive stance, protesting maritime incidents after they occurred, rather than preventing them. The lack of modern ships and systems meant the nation could only respond after the fact. Through it all, the sailors' dedication never wavered. They kept the Navy's spirit alive, maintaining discipline and pride, even as they worked with outdated equipment. The nation owed them more: the tools, technology, and support needed to do their jobs safely and effectively, to protect the country's vast maritime domain. This deep and growing need became the catalyst for a new era of modernization, a commitment to rebuild and rearm the Navy for the challenges ahead. The goal was clear: to finally give these brave sailors the ships, systems, and support they deserved, and to restore the Navy's ability to defend the nation's interests at sea. The transformation began with a promise to close the gap between duty and capability, and to build a Navy ready for the future. The turning point for the Philippine Navy arrived with the launch of the revised AFP Modernization Program, a bold initiative that marked a new era for the country's armed forces. This multi-phase plan was designed to systematically upgrade national defense capabilities, addressing decades of underinvestment and outdated equipment. For the Navy, this meant a dramatic transformation, moving away from a reliance on aging, second-hand ships, and instead acquiring brand-new, purpose-built warships tailored for modern maritime challenges. The introduction of the Jose Rizal-class frigates, constructed in South Korea, brought a leap in technology, featuring advanced missiles, state-of-the-art sensors, and integrated combat systems. These ships set a new standard for the fleet. Following the frigates, new corvettes and offshore patrol vessels were added, each representing a significant boost in capability, endurance, and firepower for the Navy's expanding role. Perhaps the most ambitious step is the plan to establish a submarine force, an unprecedented move for the Philippines. Submarines are considered the ultimate maritime deterrent, especially vital for an island nation with vast territorial waters to protect. The presence of submarines would force any potential adversary to reconsider hostile actions, as these stealthy vessels can operate undetected and strike unexpectedly, shifting the balance of power in the region. In addition to ships and submarines, the Navy has acquired the BrahMos supersonic cruise missile system from India, a game-changing addition that enables the Philippines to establish powerful coastal defenses. These land-based missiles can effectively deny access to key maritime areas, deterring intrusions and protecting vital sea lanes without the need to send ships into harm's way. By combining advanced new ships with shore-based missile systems, the Philippines is building a truly layered defense, one that integrates sea, land, and even undersea capabilities for comprehensive protection. This modernization is about more than just acquiring new hardware. It represents a fundamental strategic shift, aiming to establish credible deterrence and ensure the nation's sovereignty in increasingly contested waters. With these advancements, the Philippine Navy is now equipped not just to patrol its waters, but to actively defend them, standing ready to meet the challenges of a new maritime era. The Philippine Navy's new tools have changed its approach. Gone is the era of symbolic patrols. Now, modern frigates project real power. Adversaries know these ships carry missiles that can strike over 100 kilometers away. The combination of ships and BrahMos missiles creates multiple dilemmas for any hostile force. The Navy can now enforce maritime laws and protect Filipino fishermen with confidence. The planned submarine force will add a silent, unpredictable threat, forcing adversaries to dedicate resources just to counter the possibility. Even a small fleet of submarines gives the Philippines an asymmetric advantage. The Navy's new posture deters aggression and protects sovereignty. The message is clear: the Philippines can and will defend its waters. The Philippines' economy and identity are tied to the sea. Its waters are vital trade routes and rich in resources: fish, oil, and gas. For years, the nation couldn't fully exploit these due to external threats. A modern Navy is essential for economic security. New ships with advanced sensors provide 24/7 maritime awareness, tracking illegal fishing and smuggling. This protects livelihoods and attracts investment. When the world sees the Philippines can secure its waters, confidence grows. The Navy's modernization is an investment in prosperity. These ships and systems are guardians of the nation's future. No nation can secure Southeast Asia alone. The Philippines has strengthened alliances, especially with the United States, Joint exercises like Balikatan ensure interoperability and send a message of unity. Training with US, Japanese, and Australian navies brings new skills and shared resolve. Japan and Australia provide ships, training, and expertise. These partnerships create a network that deters aggression and upholds international law. By working together, the Philippines and its allies make the region safer. Alliances amplify the Navy's growing capabilities and embed it in a collective security framework. A modern Navy is built on skilled people, not just advanced ships. The Philippine Navy has overhauled training focusing on electronic warfare, missile systems, and modern tactics. New simulators let crews practice complex scenarios safely and repeatedly. The Naval Academy now emphasizes cyber warfare, strategy, and international law. Officers and sailors train abroad, bringing back global best practices. Technical training from equipment manufacturers ensures peak performance. The results are clear. Crews of new frigates excel in live fire and multinational drills. Pride and professionalism are rising. This new generation of sailors is the heart of the Navy's transformation. Modernization isn't just about new ships, it's about smart deployment. The Navy is upgrading outposts like Pag Asa Island, building runways and ports to support persistent presence. BrahMos missile batteries are positioned to control key choke points, creating a defensive shield. This porcupine defense makes the archipelago a hard target. Distributed assets, frigates, marines, and missiles ensure no single point of failure. An adversary must contend with a resilient, multi-layered defense. The Philippines can now defend its vast territory, even against larger foes. The nation's shield is as strong as its resolve. The Philippine Navy's rise is fundamentally defensive. It restores balance in a region challenged by powerful neighbors. A stronger Navy means a more stable, multipolar Southeast Asia. By patrolling its own waters, the Philippines helps secure vital sea lanes for all. Continued modernization and deeper alliances will define the future. The Navy's transformation is a story of national renewal and strategic foresight. The gray ships are symbols of a nation determined to shape its own destiny. They are sentinels of a new era, ensuring the archipelago's waters remain free and secure.